Hey, I want to kind of talk about where I've been because it's been a while since I've been posting any content really. And if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you may have seen that like I'm kind of popping up again. Also if you're in my Discord too. But I kind of want to talk about what's been going on, why I've been away, and like my plans going forward. Because I've been thinking about it a lot recently, and I just kind of want to say it out loud, and so why not make a video? It's been a while. Last year I moved from Florida to Ohio, which, Ohio's not great, but it's better than Florida, so I'll take it. And I didn't really realize how big of a life thing, like life disruptor that would be. And so I think since that happened, it's been a lot of recovery time of like establishing like, life here and figuring out what that looks like in my schedule and like, trying to make time for my projects and things. And I've just been also a little bit burnt out because before I moved, I just ended like a TTRPG game that I was playing or running with a friend who it just didn't really work out. I'm not friends with this person anymore because it was just not a great relationship. And I haven't played a lot of TTRPGs since then because it's just been a bit rough because, I played TTRPGs for a while with someone that made the experience a bit difficult, and kind of recovering from that is hard. And then moving to a whole new place, and the house that we moved into required a lot of renovation. So there's been a lot of that. We redid our whole kitchen, living room, dining room, all of that. Even like took down the lack and plaster of the walls to put up like new walls. It's been a huge project, so there's been that going on, which we are finally getting to a point that that's like starting to slow down, which is awesome. And that's always just a disruptor in itself. And like I had hopes that after moving and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing RPG Goblin stuff. Um, I ended up kind of dropping the podcast. There's still some episodes I didn't release that I am planning at going back, editing them, and just releasing them for like the final episodes just so that I can get them out there. But like I really wanted to pursue doing more video content and short form content and stuff like that. But, life. I've been kind of burnt out for a while because I kind of went really hard into doing all the RPG Goblin stuff for like a year. And I kind of just got exhausted on top of, everything else that then happened. And so I've been kind of recovering from that and starting to get a little bit more of my creative juices back and like, the will to start tackling other projects. Because even the time that I've been away here, I got a job, and that just absolutely mentally destroyed me because it just wasn't a good fit. And so I was like, oh man, now that I got a job, I can start doing RPG Goblin stuff. But I found that every single time that I would come home, I would just be completely out of it for the rest of the day. And so even though I wanted to pursue these other things, I had no mental energy for it. And then there was just kind of figuring out what to do after that because I ended up quitting. Um, Now I have a new job lined up, or not lined up, that I'm actually doing now, that fits with me so much better than the last one did. So I actually have like the time and the energy to like start pursuing my passions again. And I'm super excited about that because it's been a while. I mean, it hasn't been a year since the last time I like posted a video on YouTube and stuff like that, and even an episode, but like it's basically, I would say, a year since I've really like seriously, done stuff with the RPG Goblin. And I want to change that because I like TTRPGs and I miss them, and it's been a while since I've played much of anything. Like I've tried to start up a few games in the time between like my last game ending and now, But like nothing ever really stuck and felt quite right because I still had some things I needed to process from the last game that I was in and the way that I approach games. But also again, like I was just kind of creatively burnt out. I wasn't really in the world of TTRPGs and I just didn't have the motivation for it. And it just kind of sucks to admit because, like, this is something I really love and something that I care about and that I love to talk about. And, it's not fun to have a large period of time where that isn't the case and that I don't have the energy for it. So I'm really happy that, you know, I'm kind of getting back into stuff. And I'm trying to take it slow and just like doing small things. So like I've been hosting some events in my Discord. I've just been doing some like short form content over on like Instagram and TikTok and just starting to do some stuff. I've been playing a solo game again, or at least trying to get back into playing this solo game and just taking baby steps because this is something I want to do, but I don't want to accidentally decide I'm going to do too much and then get myself burnt out on it. So I'm kind of taking it one day at a time and one video at a time and not going to like record a whole bunch of backlog and then like, oh wait, now I have to actually deal with these. Um, so I'm recording this, I'm going to edit it and then upload it because yeah, that works. But I kind of want to talk about my plans going forward. I know I had the podcast and that was really awesome and I met all kinds of really cool people and, I like don't regret running that because I think it was really cool. But going forward, I don't think that's the way that I'm going to continue making TTRPG content. It was really awesome when it lasted and I still want to upload those last few episodes. But like I said earlier, I really want to do like video stuff because I think that's really cool. I've always thought like creating videos would be awesome. I've always found it to be really interesting and something I've wanted to try. And then when I was messing with creating video content for the RPG Goblin, like, podcast, I thought that was so freaking cool. I think video is just awesome in general, just as a tool. I love short form video and I want to make long form stuff because I like to talk. And, I've seen people talk about doing stuff like TTRPG flip throughs, and I think that's really cool. So I've done one of those already, but I want to do more. I want to do videos where like I actually like kind of review and go over a system that I have and have read or played and stuff like that. And like kind of do like almost official reviews. I want to like create characters, um, through a video and just like yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Because sometimes you just want to create characters, and I think that's awesome. And I want to sit down and create some characters for fun. And then if I ever play those games, then I have characters already. So that would be really awesome. But I want to create some characters. I would love to also do some like solo game videos of some kind. Whether it be like recaps of the game that I'm playing or like actually like recording it as I'm playing it or something. I just think that would be really cool because I want to play more solo games because, I love TTRPGs. They're really cool. And sometimes you can't always line up playing with other people, so solo games. And I just think that solo games should be like introduced more to the TTRPG space. Like I know a lot of people know about them, but also people who are more into the niche things and the indie stuff. So like, it'd be awesome to introduce more people to it. One of my most popular short form videos was was making a short form video all about the game Over the Mountain, which went absolutely bananas. And I know that people got the game and played it from that. And that's just cool. And, I want to find ways that I can support the community and that I can participate in the community in a way that I'm going to have fun with it. And I think doing videos would be incredibly fun. And while doing the podcast was awesome, I think there's like different ideas that just fit with kind of what I enjoy so much more. And I'd love to just keep the TTRPG conversations to, maybe having guests on for videos or doing stuff in my Discord because I think that's really awesome as well. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking about going forward is just like making videos. Probably not gonna do a ton of like actual play stuff in terms of like, group games unless I maybe do stuff in my Discord or I have maybe some one-off things that I think would be really fun. But like the majority of what I want to do is just talk about TTRPGs, talk about running them, talk about concepts and ideas and mechanics and like here's why, pre-made scenarios are awesome because I'm figuring out now that like, oh wait, I understand the appeal of pre-written adventures and or content for TTRPGs because I have so much less time now than I did when I started to homebrew and play TTRPGs or run TTRPGs. I have a lot less time to spend on creating the whole world and master doc and all of that. And I just like to sit down and play a game without having to worry about prepping a whole thing. And that's partially just how I like to play too. I like really going into the prep work of it. I want to talk about that kind of stuff. And, short form video only gives you so much time. Um, and I think this would be really fun. So I'm excited to see like what this next like era of the RPG Goblin is because I think I'm finally ready for it. I thought I was ready before, but I was still in, the midst of life, and also like mental health stuff. And this is something that I've talked a little bit like on threads about, but like, you know, definitely after moving and the whole thing with that game and the friend and all of that, there's some mental health stuff that like weighed really heavily on me. And I can say that I definitely have depression at points, and I have recently started therapy to hopefully help me deal with that and coping mechanisms and things like that. And, I can't promise to always be consistent in what I do, but I at least want to just have fun with it again. And I want it to be my passion project hobby on the side that I just like pour all my energy into when I have the time for it. And so that's kind of the way that I'm wanting to approach everything again. So, yeah, I think it's just really awesome. I'm super excited. This is really just me rambling for like a long time, just like what's been going on and like all my ideas and stuff. But I hope that's chill and that you enjoyed it. I would love to be making some more videos soon. Probably not today because I got some work to do, but maybe over the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm super excited to start doing this again and to get back into it because I've missed it and I've missed you guys. So yeah. Also new haircut. I'm sure you've already noticed, but yeah. But all right, I think I'm probably done here. If you haven't yet, subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you again soon.